What's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Do remember, if you'd like to subscribe to this channel, hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right here and select all to receive all notifications upon the videos that come out on this channel. Also, my backup channel is Tony Harvin Network if you'd like to do the same. Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I greet everybody upon this evening. We're here to talk about another story. First and foremost, I'm not here to try to violate any type of community guidelines, copyright infringement. My disclaimer is I'm not a pastor, preacher. I don't hold any type of office in the church. So please do not lay claims of those titles on me. You understand that? So we got a story coming out of North Carolina, Hickory, where you have this man, you know what I mean? He planted pipe bombs in a church. You understand? And we were just kind of talking about situations like this, where you got people who don't care about life itself at the end of the day. But thankfully, he was caught and arrested out here in Hickory, North Carolina. Shout out to everybody out there. MHW, Jeremy, what up? I hope all is well with everybody out there. Levy, So they caught the guy, or whatever the case may be. It was out of Hickory, North Carolina. I'm going to share the screen in a bit. His name is Joshua Wayne Hawley. We're just coming off a crazy situation out there in Texas, where you had that shooter who killed, 7 or 8 people. And they had the list of the victims. And some of those victims were kids who were shot and killed out there in Texas. To my understanding, the guy was fresh out the military or whatever the case may be and had some mental problems. That's why he probably got dishonorary discharge or something like that. But this story right here, I'm going to share the screen in a bit. So just bear with me. What up, Nicole Martin, Ernest Beard? Who else? Sharon Bob, what up? So we definitely got to keep our eyes open because, as stated, always, man, there's always a nutcase or nutcases out there who's looking to take lives for no reason, no apparent reason at all. No place is safe in these days. Yes, your home might be safe and stuff like that, but you still got crazy people out there, who still will try to show up to your home, rob you, or try to take your life. Jeremy Dunbar says, I often think of the scripture about when they were building the Tower of Babel in the book of Jasher. Jeremiah King says, needing prayers. Surely will do. So we're going to share the screen right quick about the situation that happened in Hickory, North Carolina. So the screen is right here. Here's the guy right there who was arrested. There you go, right there. Joshua Wayne Hawley. It says police confirmed 2 pipe bomb devices found at a Hickory church. Suspect arrested. Hickory Police Department requested the assistance of the FBI, the Gaston County Bomb Squad, and the Gastonia Bomb Squad. Wow. So it says, once again, the police department confirmed 2 pipe bomb devices were found in a church on Hickory on Sunday afternoon and have identified the suspect believed to be responsible. The suspect has been arrested and several law enforcement agencies were involved. So the suspect is 37 years of age. Officers responded to Marketplace Church, Highway 127 South, in reference to 2 pipe bombs that was looking very suspicious in general. So that's him right there once again. So the police also confirmed that he was identified as the person for shooting a dog. He shot a dog in 2021 at a Caldwell County store. You know what I mean? So that's him on the screen, who was arrested for the situation of the pipe bombs and whatnot and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's him. Let me see if I can fix this up right quick. There you go, right there. All right. He says people hate the Bible. There is a video where the Church of Satan is ripping up a Bible. People were cheering, and then they said, "Hail Satan!" Well, you're right about that. You know, you got a lot of crazy people out there. You got a lot of sick people out there. So, I mean, I don't know this guy's background, but you know, this is something very satanic. Very. What up, Latanya? What up? What up, Shirley Jones? For sure. You're welcome. Kimmy Kim says there's a substantial amount of cowards in this world. The judgment, the judgment day is coming. I agree. I agree. Listen, there's a lot of cowards in this world. There's a lot, including those who speak against the truth, who are claim to be in the truth. You know, somebody sent me a video earlier of this false prophet. I'm not going to say no names. You know, like I said before, I'm not giving these people no attention, no airtime, no promotion, because that's what they're looking for. Somebody sent me the video of this false prophet who's talking against, you know, PJ, of course. He's a former member. You know, he's from Chicago. The guy, the clown, and whatnot. But he's wasting his time. We got more serious things going on in his world right now. What up, Laverne? What up, Hunter? What up? What up? We got more serious things going on in his world for anybody to respond to nonsense at the end of the day. Somebody sent me the video. It was a video of Gino with gold teeth and stuff like that, like he's some type of rapper or something like that. What man, right, will waste time to do that? Whereas though we got real situations going on out here. You understand? You got real situations going on out here where people planting bombs and whatnot, and you want to sit there and try to devote your time to making something comical about the church in general because you got kicked out. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever personal feelings you have. You know what I'm saying? With the truth of God. You know what I mean? Handle the serious situations that's going on, like this situation right here. You know what I'm saying? What's more important? You making a video, a comical video about somebody who's speaking the truth? You know what I mean? Wasting your time. The cat wasted about 3 hours. You know what I mean? Listen, I don't have to waste that much time to encourage the people. My thing is to inform the people, as somebody mentioned on here, to encourage them and to empower the people. Nobody got time for nonsense and foolishness. There was a time and point where, you know, I used to make videos about these false prophets and whatnot. But now I see when I remain focused on stuff like this, helping people, encouraging people, communicating with the people, interacting and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you could do more damage in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Than what you're doing now. I still give people encouragement, even if you're hating on a channel or whatever the case may be, even if you disagree with somebody and their teachings. I disagree with a lot of preachers out here. I'm not going around talking about them all day, every day on here. You understand? Especially if, let's just say, I get monetized one day. Why would I waste and devote my time on talking down on another man? 3-hour video. Tony Harvin will never ever sit here and make a video negatively on another man. You know, he says, when are you coming to Dallas, Texas? I don't know. Ain't nothing out there for me. You understand? So this situation right here, important factors like this, informing the people, you know, because you never know who's walking into a church. You never know who's plotting to take a person's life or people's lives in general. This is important. This could have been your church. This could have been any church. I remember, I think Geno Jennings was touching on that there have been people stopped at the door. There have been people stopped at the door and whatnot who had guns and whatnot and things like that. You don't know what people's intentions are. You understand? But people want to waste their time on foolishness. They want to be like the rappers, going back and forth. Listen, I ain't Troy Ave and you ain't Taxstone. You understand? You know what I mean? I ain't this person. I ain't Mano, I ain't Troy Ave. We ain't Tupac, we ain't Biggie. You know what I'm saying? If we supposed to uplift people with the truth or encouraging people, then use your platform to encourage the people. You know what I'm saying? So to that person who sent me that video on Facebook about the Urkel looking guy who tries to bash on the truth and whatnot, I know who this person is. Of them, I know of them and whatnot, but I'm not even going to waste the time to promote their name because that's what they're looking for, attention. You understand? The same thing that the Troy Abs and the Taxstones are doing, back and forth and whatnot. That's the same thing that these church folks. It's nothing different from what these people are doing, going back and forth. You understand? They just so-called claim to be in the system of following God. They ain't following God if you running parallel to the rappers, what the rappers are doing, making videos back and forth. Oh, your mother. No, your mother. You understand? I'm not gonna waste my time on another man when we got serious situations going on like this at the end of the day. What up, Coco B? What up, Justice Power? What up, Prodigal Son? Jeremy Dunbar. He says exactly showing people how to do better, encouraging them is way better. Absolutely. Absolutely. Informing the people. Now, like I said, this could have been their church. You understand? I wouldn't hope nothing bad to happen to nobody like this. When you think about a situation that somebody try to plant pipe bombs in the church, but you rather sit there and waste 3 hours on another man? Really? You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even going to touch on the video. You know, because people send me videos all the time about these so-called preachers or so-called members that they making videos about, you know, what I put out on here or C-Rock or whatever, or the Truth of God. Listen, let them waste their time. You know, let them waste their time and whatever. All I see from the Truth of God is growth. That's all I see is growth. You know what I'm saying? Every day is growth. And these people are wasting their time. They idling time, wasting their time. Running parallel like the rappers. You know what I'm saying? Running parallel like gossip and whatnot. That's all they want to do is gossip. They want to be like the academics and whatnot. Listen, let academics do what he do because he ain't in striving for God. You know what I'm saying? But you are the ones who trying to run back and forth with the gossip. You self-proclaim for God, preaching and teaching the scriptures. You know what I mean? Have some common sense at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So you making the person who sent the video earlier, I appreciate that, you know, but to those type of people who make videos like that, 3 hours long, how could you waste your time? How could you waste 3 hours of your time talking about another man making a comical thumbnail when we got serious situations like this going on in the world? You know what I'm saying? This is grown man talk right here. This grown man talk. Listen, you can know the book from Genesis to Revelation and the Apocrypha. You can know that. That's fine. Whoop-de-doo, you know the scriptures. Whoop-de-doo, that's fine. Okay, you know how to break down and rightly divide this. All right, so what? Now what? Okay. You ain't encouraging nobody. Is your life lined up with the scriptures? That goes to all those people who's talking against and making these retarded behind videos at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because you got people on the outside that's looking at people who striving for God. They're like, look at these two idiots going back and forth. They're supposed to be of God. But yet they're going back and forth. We got serious situations going on in this world, like this situation. So I don't waste my time on these people at the end of the day no more. It was a point in time when I did, you understand, and I really trashed these people, but I learned that by me doing videos like this and other videos and lives and stuff like that, it helps and it encourages the people more so in general versus going back and forth with people. I'm not gonna waste my time on these people. You know what I'm saying? I don't go to working 10 hours a day and whatnot just to run home or make a 3-hour video about another man. No way. You know what I'm saying? No way at all. All right. Let's go back to the story at hand. Flemings, what up, Flemings? Levy says, I think I know. He said, I think I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah. Like this man right here, he planted 2 pipe bombs in the church. Now, just imagine if it was the temple that, or the sanctuary that we attend. You know what I'm saying? It could happen anywhere. A shooting can happen anywhere. Somebody could plant pipe bombs anywhere. Who got time for foolishness? Who got time for that? You understand? Encouraging the people, informing the people could save a whole lot of lives. That's why when I hear these clowns and whatnot talking about, oh man, you don't know this about the scriptures and whatnot. Okay, you know from Genesis to Revelation. So what? All right, you get a hand clap. So what? Now what? Who have you encouraged besides your church members? What urban areas that's crime filled what people have you encouraged? You understand? What neighborhoods have you went into to get the sick who really need it? You know what I'm saying? You spend your time talking down on people versus uplifting people. I don't have to be a preacher to uplift people. You know what I mean? These people come like, oh man, I know this about the scriptures. I know that about the scriptures. Y'all false. Okay, now what? So what? What point are you proving at the end of the day? Nothing. You understand? Because on here or in general, it continued to grow. On this channel, continue to grow. C-Rock Smooth. All the channels that's putting out the truth, continuing to grow. No matter what they put out, of course, if it's encouraging and positive, you know what I'm saying? It's growing. While these guys are just making a 3 hours, 4 hours, 5-hour broadcasts negatively, and they ain't going nowhere. You understand? Nowhere at all. I don't listen to these clowns. I just saw the thumbnail and that's it. I don't listen to none of these clowns at all. At all. So when people send me links and videos and stuff like that of these clowns talking down, I don't listen to them. I look at the thumbnail. I don't listen to them. I don't listen to them in depth at all. I keep it moving. Simple as that. It was a point in time when I did. You understand? But there's serious stories like this that happen. Stories in Texas. You know what I mean? I saw the victims. You can go to certain websites that got the victims who were shot and killed in Texas. It was babies that were shot and killed. My mindset is going into thinking like, wow, man, what if that was my kids or my child? I'm not thinking about no foolishness at all. I'm putting myself in somebody's shoes visually to say, wow, man, what if that was my child? How would I feel? You understand? I'm not thinking about, well, this person is false. He don't know how to teach this word right. Maybe he's just in error. That don't mean he's false. You understand? Everybody don't know everything. Some people do make mistakes in reference to teaching. You understand? So when you waste your time on a person for 3 hours, 3 hours, you know what I could do in 3 hours? You understand? You know what I could do in 3 hours? That's overtime right there at work. That's time and a half. You understand? That's time and a half. Not talking about another man sitting there. How could you sit and talk down about another man? But on a flip side, you're talking about the scriptures. It don't make no sense at all. So we here tackling news stories like this in general to inform the people, to put an encouraging word out there also. empowering people, and also, the truth. A lot of people putting, man, this world is wicked. People need God and stuff like that. Cool. That's how you interact with people and uplift the people one to another. You understand? Not sitting down for 3 hours talking about another man like it's funny or something like that. I don't find that stuff funny at all. It ain't funny for another man to talk about another man for 3 hours. I kind of think you from Flower Town if that's the case. For you to sit down and to the person who's sitting in the video, I'm just doing the feedback and merging over to this video also. For you to sit back and to talk about another man for 3 hours. Gino preaches is a wrong way to do wrong, and it's a right way to do wrong. I don't know about these. Listen, I don't know about these people out here, man. I don't know about these fellas out here. I don't know about them because they'll make a 5-hour broadcast about another man talking negative. I don't know about them, and a lot of them are married too to a woman. You know what I'm saying? And they waste 5 hours talking about another man. Listen, you got thighs and hips at home, soft skin, full lips. You understand? And you could be snuggled up with your wife, cuddled up, your boo-boo stink. You know what I mean? And you want to waste your time talking about another man. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I don't understand that. You know what I mean? You could be boo-loving on the phone with your wife or something like that, but you'd rather talk about another man negative. That makes me wonder. You understand? That makes me wonder and question. You know what I mean? Are they obsessed? Do they have a fetish? Do they have a funny bone within themselves about another man at the end of the day? Because we here tackling real problems that's going on today, reality. Yes, you can know the scriptures and whatnot, but still, you still got to coincide that what was going on with the world today. You know what I'm saying? And tearing down another person ain't going to get you nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Because people just going to look at you and laugh at you, not what you're putting out. They're going to laugh at you. You understand? All right. Let's go to the comments. Kimmy Kim says America has its own terrorists in many ways and continuously, but in other countries, issues, America is wicked. Lisa Love says, I'm grateful for these stories. Tony, appreciate that. Jeremy Dunbar, he said, wipe the dust off your feet and carry on. Jen Ju said, who done piss? You funny. What up, Jen? What up, Fitzgerald? What up? I don't know how to pronounce this name. I don't know how to pronounce that. You gotta enlighten me on how to pronounce that name right there. What up, Shirley Jones? What up? Georgina Fleming says the enemies of the church is the world, our flesh and the devil. That person who planted a bomb probably, what is that? Heretic. Wow. Good one right there for sure. Got you at Prodigal Son. I got you. he said, was this a false church? I don't know, man. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. I haven't been there to really scan it out or nothing like that, but whether it was a false church or not, it still could have been like human beings in there, man, at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? All right. Jeremy Dunbar says, it could be any one of our family members, something to be thankful for. I agree for sure. I like this one. I like that one. Good Adele. He says, if this was a false church, it still is sinful to murder. You're right. Absolutely. You're absolutely right about that one, for sure. You know what I mean? Nicole Martin says the devil have time because he uses the people to kill and destroy. For sure. Hey, Jen Juice, you funny. You're funny as ever. What up, Kelvin Martinez? He said, "Hey, what's up, Tony? Keep up the good work. Great work." This guy was upset because he was told not to return to the church because he was making the other members uncomfortable. He must be full of the devil. Mm, wow. Kimmy Kim. Satan knows his time is short and is taking as many souls as possible. Wow. He says, wait, preach in error and knowing you are doing that makes you false. Absolutely, I agree. I agree. You know what I mean? If a person knows that they're preaching in error, that is a false prophet. But if a person makes an error and say, listen, man, I made a mistake on his teaching, I got to change this, forgive me, y'all. You understand? Yes, it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a difference for sure. All right. Jeremy Dunbar, he says, even those who err and still have the breath in their lungs receive mercy. Pray for them and let God's ministers handle the word. Jen Juice, you funny, man. Ah, man. He called them simps. He said they're simps. Fleming says, church buildings, even the Bible, always under attack. What up, 102K? What up, what up, what up? Jeremy Dunbar, you funny. Oh, man. He says 3 hours, too much time on their hands. I appreciate that at 102K. Pastor Geno Jennings speaks on false men who preach an untruthful message all the time. Nothing wrong with addressing those who are misleading the people. I agree with that. I agree, but I'm responding to a video that somebody sent me. You understand? And it's okay to touch on people who preach in error, but when it's all day, every day, you understand? And these people send me videos and whatnot and things like that, and it's like I find it a waste of time because I'm not going to sit here and watch somebody's video for 3 hours long talking down on another man. This is in general. You know what I'm saying? You could talk about somebody hit and miss type of thing. Listen, this person teaching error, XYZ, couple of minutes, on to the next topic. Not every sermon, every video, you're talking about people and you assume what they do and things like that. I'm talking about that. You know what I mean? But I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? The good adult. All right. Okay, this is a good one right here. The minion of God says, too many people feel validated by numbers, but that's not how Christ saw it. He wants quality. Quality over quantity. It's a good one. I like that one. I like that one. Georgina Fleming says, Saul in the Bible killed believers, so that evil work done planting a bomb is nothing new under the sun. Got you. People who put our people down is because they are hurting on the inside. I agree. He says, was it at Geno's church? No, it wasn't. It was not. Geno, this church that this fellow was trying to bomb, planting the pipe bombs, was in Hickory, North Carolina. Geno, Truth of God, to my knowledge, don't have a temple out there in Hickory, North Carolina. I believe they fellowship in Charlotte, North Carolina, and the next closest is Columbia, South Carolina, to my knowledge. But no, that wasn't a Truth of God temple. All right. What up? What up, Rodney Warren? Hope all is well. It's a really messy world. You He says the individual who planted the bomb just proved why the members made them feel uncomfortable. He had an evil heart and it was manifested. Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, some people could make you feel uncomfortable in a church. You know, I mean, I remember being in a church, not First Church, but some years back. And, there was this one individual by the name of David. Name was David from Jersey City, New Jersey. Very over righteous. He may have had a couple screws loose in his head and whatnot. He would use profanity in the church, get angry when people don't side with him. He was one of those people that would just come up to you and start, forcing the scriptures on you. You know what I mean? It was almost, he was trying to he just grab you with his voice, pull you to him and start talking the scripture. You're like, man. And then when you try to go your other way, or you say, listen, man, I ain't trying to hear that right now. I'm trying to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And he would make a lot of women feel uncomfortable. You understand? So you got people out there like that, or in general, that just because you're in church, that don't cease everything else. You understand? There are people that will come into church that make you feel uncomfortable just by looking at you. You understand? There's harassment in the churches. There's stealing in the churches. There's lying in the churches. Listen, let me go one up. And this is for the grown folks. People have sex in the churches. You understand? So just because we go to a church or churches in general, that don't stop everything else. Because a lot of people don't care. They drink in the churches, smoke weed in the churches. They still bring what's going on outside to the inside of the sanctuary. Why? Because some people just don't care. They don't care. All right, I'm gonna go to church, sit down, whatever, hear the preacher, whatever the case may be on Sunday, and I done my good deed for the day. You know what? Let me go light this joint in the bathroom. Oh wow, Sister Susie looking good. Let me see if I can get a number. Woo woo, XYZ. Feel me? This is what people are doing today in the churches. Even a lot of these so-called preachers, they plot, scheme on members. Your money, they want your wife, they want your car, they want your will. There's been cases like that, whereas though the preacher man would try to talk to the woman who has a husband and he's on his deathbed, or vice versa, or both of them, they try to scheme them to get their will and everything else when they pass away and pass on. You understand? So always remember that. Just because you're in the church, that don't mean other things ceased in there. Because a lot of people don't care. A lot of people come to church, they don't come to church with the right spirit and don't plan on getting rid of that wrong spirit that they have. In boxing, they study their opponent, right? All right, this person is a jabber. You understand? I'm going to have to time that jab to roll underneath. I'm going to have to counter this punch. I'm going to have to time, see how long it takes for this person to throw the jab. Is it a split second, right? So I got to double up my timing to my counter so I could catch him. So the moment he moves his shoulder, which a lot of times a punch come out, I got to beat him to the punch to catch him with that counter. That's what a lot of people do. All right, let me go to the church. Let me study my opponent. Let me study God's people. Let me see what they tuning into, what they studying, so I can manipulate the situation, you know what I'm saying, and cause havoc. I got to study my opponent. And this is what a lot of these people are doing when they come to the churches and whatnot. They don't have the right spirit, and they know they don't. They're just there studying the people, studying the preacher man. You know what I'm saying? So be careful out there, for sure. Even on here on YouTube, even on here. All right. Appreciate that. Jeremy Dunbar said, PJ said himself, don't respond to them and let him handle those false prophets because God sent him to do that. That's understandable. That's understandable. You know, I'm glad I really stopped responding to these people. You know, it done so much better and greater. I became more focused. You know what I'm saying? With doing what I'm good at. So that advice right there is definitely on point. For sure. What up, Patty Brown? Lisa Love says, like Pastor said, everyone that comes to church don't always have God on their mind. The first church I went to on the first day I went there, I remember seeing the pastor, and immediately I thought this man was evil. Gin Juice, you funny, man. But yes, it happens. The Good Adult says, in 2017, I was on a 4-day church retreat, and we snuck alcohol into our room, so we good party. We got, I guess you mean got to party after service. I ain't lying. Yeah, man. It happens. A prodigal son. He said, invite these clowns to a boxing match. Honestly, you know, they may use the scripture. What is that scripture? Our weapons are not carnal or something like that. You know, I wouldn't even hit these guys hard. It would be more so of like a, you know, me training them and whatnot. I couldn't do it. You understand? It's crazy because you got a lot of these people that talk in the physical sense behind the scenes. They say they're gonna do this, they say they're gonna do that. I'm being honest. There's a lot of these so-called preachers and their members that came to my inbox, my email, text my phone, talking physical. You understand? This is what they do. And then when they make their videos, or whatever the case may be, they want to play like they're innocent. They got to understand, I'm not a preacher. I'm not a minister. I'm not that. And it's a small world out here. You know, if you are a so-called preacher or a member, there's a certain way you just don't talk. A member who's claimed to be preaching and teaching the word at that, you know. But as far as like inviting them to a fight, a physical fight, honestly, the old me would, you know, the old me would. But I know for a fact that none of them, not one of them at all, would ever accept. And First Church, they got some fighters in there, man. They got some boxers in there, man. MMA fighters too. You know what I'm saying? They got some fighters. But as far as like a physical boxing match and whatnot, it probably had to be like a charity or something like that, exhibition and whatnot. But none of them would ever accept it. None of them. I know for a clear fact. None of them. None of them. You know, one of them who I was talking about, they wouldn't accept it. They definitely wouldn't accept it at all. All right. But that would be something nice, though, you know, something for charity purposes and whatnot. For a boxing match or MMA match or wrestling, you know, jiu-jitsu, you know, basketball. football. You know what I'm saying? Take it out. Listen, take it out on the court like men. You know how we used to go in the backyard and get it in? Go on the streets and fight? As kids, we would fight, right? Get black eyes and busted nose and cracked teeth. And guess what? As kids, we would do. All right, man, you know, you want to come in the house and play Nintendo 64? You want to play Mario Kart, James Bond 007? And forget all about it. But these grown men out here, man, a lot of us adults, we hold grudges and whatnot. But as far as like, as far as like fighting these people and whatnot, I mean, a lot of them, you want to slap the taste out their mouth. You want to. A lot of them. Trust me. I went when I first. I'm gonna give y'all a story right quick. I'm gonna give y'all a story. I ain't gonna say the person's name, but I went in front of their church one time in the beginning of posting the Truth of God messages. I went in front of their church and I waited. You understand? Nobody. I don't think nobody was there. I didn't know. I was going to approach them. I'm not going to say who it is. You understand? Because I didn't know that's how the internet worked as far as like, you know, so-called church people, because they was talking like real reckless. I'm talking about like real reckless. And I wouldn't expect certain words to come from church people. You don't hear me going around like, man, I'm tough. I know how to fight. I'll beat you up. I'll do this to you. You don't hear me saying that on here. For what? You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to encourage the people, if you're trying to give scriptures, what up, Simple Faith? If you're trying to encourage the people, if you're trying to give them scriptures and knowledge and stuff like that, why are you talking like you in the streets? Because if you talk that way, you don't know if a person got family members that are in that lifestyle and see that. Yes, I have family members watch my YouTube. Yes, I do. And you got people who will do things for you without even you agreeing to it or knowing about it. You know, so to the person who sent the video, he's the same individual who stated that that Tony Harvin better stop. I'm paraphrasing. What he say? He said something about so Tony Harvin better stop talking or something like that about him being with Brims or used to be with Brims, which are Bloods out there in New Jersey. Now, something like that, yes, you want to slap the taste out of somebody's mouth like that. And he's supposed to be a church person? But why do that? What is that going to prove for me slapping him up? It won't prove nothing. Because my thing is, my channel is about encouraging the people. Now, if somebody could bother you and twist your emotions for you to want to physically harm them over the internet, imagine in person. You know what I'm saying? How you going to handle more harsh things in person if you can't handle something over the internet? This is people behind computer screens and whatnot. You know, your emotions have to be bulletproof over the internet because people come with a lot of things at you. They talk about your mother. They talk about your kids. They talk about if you got a medical condition, if you've been arrested 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? If you lived a homosexuality lifestyle some time ago, they'll talk about any and everything about you, make up lies about you. You understand? They will try to bring you down mentally as they are. So you got to have bulletproof emotions when you are on the internet and stay focused. Stop making videos back and forth with people. You're not going to be successful. Now, if you're like academics and, you know, Troy Ave and them, they're doing it for entertainment purposes on. You know what I'm saying? But if you're supposed to be in the truth, if you're supposed to be preaching the word and stuff like that, why are you trying to be like the rappers? Going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Bar for bar. Nah. No way. All right. What up, What up, Rose? Appreciate that. He says, hello, Brother Harvin. Yes, like never before. It's time to watch as well as pray. God bless you and each and every one. Pray. Fleming says, discomforting people have social anxiety, lack of social skills, awkward silence. He says, PJ is a fighter as well, for sure. Cashmere says, greetings, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. Absolutely. Kindred says, may the Lord, God, the Most High bless you all. Appreciate that. You need to give them that Mitch Green punishment that Tyson unleashed on him in the streets. That he hurt his wrist. Mitch Green. He said Mitch Green. And that's the way a lot of them come off as. The same way, well, Mitch Green was on, he was on drugs and whatnot. Now he's in church and whatnot. But when Mitch Green was doing drugs, he reacted in a way of, provoking Mike Tyson. Tyson didn't want no trouble at all. Tyson, minding his business. They had Dapper Dan and stuff like that in New York. And then guess what? Mitch Green got what he asked for. He did okay in the real professional fight, but in that street fight, Mike put it on him. You don't go up to people who, listen, I don't want to fight, leave me alone. I'm minding my business. And you still keep poking at the bear. You still poking at them. You understand? Got to be careful who you bothering and who you messing with. Because if you keep backing people by a wall, guess what? They're going to come out with haymakers. By the time you wake up, you're going to be in a medical center and things like that on account of what you have done by provoking a person. There are a lot of quiet people out here who mind their business, go to church, read their Bible and stuff like that. But back in the day, they was real fighters. They knew how to fight and stuff like that. They quiet now. They don't bother nobody, But I bet you, if you bother them to a certain extent, you're going to bring the old them out. And they still might be keeping their skills sharp, fighting wise. They don't want no trouble. But back them into a corner. You understand? Oh, they're going to show you. And they're going to show you how Mitch Green, what he did to Tyson. By provoking Tyson and Tyson giving him the business. You understand? Listen, there's a lot of good people out here in the church. There's a lot of good people. You know what I mean? But you got a lot of these fools out here that's trying to distract people from encouraging people and forming the people and things like that. And these are so-called church people. You know what I'm saying? Who want the attention. They want attention. But guess what? We're not mentioning their names. You know what I mean? We ain't mentioning their church and stuff like that. Nothing like that. No free promotion here at all. You understand? All right. What up, Christopher? What up? He said 007. You funny. Flemings is funny. Good I think says they are really miserable people that want to blame others for their life issues. They don't have anyone in particular that they are attacking. They are mad at life. Oh, man. Simple Faith. I got some new content coming. I won't get it published until probably Thursday. So if you got a YouTube channel, that's another thing that I do. I shout out people who got YouTube channels and whatnot if it's positive. I don't care who you are. If you got a positive YouTube channel that you're encouraging, that you got good information, whether it's business, whether it's exercising, eating healthy, eating right, motivational speaking, whatever the case may be, no nonsense, I'll promote your YouTube channel at no cost. Now, if you're a business like Bank of America and stuff like that, then we got to talk some business. You understand? If you Chase If you Apple or something like that, we got to talk business as far as like me promoting. That's just the business side. You understand? But if you just a regular YouTuber and whatnot, I promote it for free. That's just me. I shout you out, whatever the case may be. So if you're a YouTuber, I shout you out. Simple as that. So simple faith. All right, just let me know about your content, man. Listen. We should get you on here. We should get you on here. McGee says, "Hello, everyone. How are you? Hope all is well." Absolutely, absolutely for sure. All right. Good. I think says, sorry, Lord, but I have one person that I feel like knocking out every time I hear him. He said, Peter Baptiste. Peter Baptiste. Oh man, he's probably watching, laughing. He said, Peter Baptiste. Wow. Um, Prodigal Son, he says, I've been focused lately. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Putting out this content every day. It's hard work, man. It's hard work, but you know what I mean? I decided to really take YouTube serious about, I think I started about probably the summertime of 2021, you know, and slowly took steps. And I think this year, I really put more focus into it and stuff like that in YouTube, and to put out content every day. You know what I'm saying? It's the work ethics. If you're a YouTuber and whatnot, if you really want to grind on here, you know, some people just want to put out a video a week, whatever. That's cool. But if you really want to really do YouTube, you really got to put your effort in and everything. All right. Simple Faith says, I am trying to learn how to control my emotions online myself. Something I've struggled with for years. I'm a lot better now because of your encouragement. Appreciate that, man, for sure. Appreciate that. You know, because let's just say your YouTube or whatever you're doing, you know, blows, right? You're gonna have to deal with a lot of people. If you got a business, you got to deal with a lot of people. If you're at work, you probably got to deal with people. So it's like, if a person could get to you online, what makes you think a person can't enhance that in person? You know what I'm saying? By pushing your buttons. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, a lot of situations I brush off because it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it at all, for sure. All right. Hey, Jeremy Dunbar, you funny, man. Oh man, it's funny. Um, mm, I'm just reading the comments. You know, Jen Juice, you funny, man. Um, he says, when are you setting up another Peter Baptiste Bible fight so I can enjoy watch him get a good gospel beatdown? Well, with the Bible discussions, man, my thing is, I can't wait on people, man. You know, I've held back a lot of like putting out content just to wait on people with the Bible discussions. I think there's one coming up though. We're looking at May 24th. We're looking at that to happen. Hopefully it do happen. May 24th. Captain Tazariak trying to make that happen with Reginald Young. That's going to be some, you know, something major and whatnot. But we're working on it right now. All right. So we'll see. But as far as like Peter Baptiste, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that anymore. You know? I don't know. No problem at Simple Faith. All right. You said you do beats. What kind of beats at Laverne Bryant? What kind of beats? All right. Gin Juice, you funny. All right. He said, try to get Mr. Vegas for a debate. Nah. Nah. All right. I appreciate everybody for coming on this live, man. We covered the story about this person trying to plant 2 pipe bombs in the church. Be sure to really be aware of your surroundings, especially, places that have a lot of people in it and whatnot. A lot of people come to church with the wrong spirit. Always remember that and what have you. And definitely stay prayed up and things of that nature. Simple Faith, you funny. You funny as ever. All right. So be on the lookout for more videos coming on this YouTube channel, Tony Harvin, and Tony Harvin Network, and Tony Harvin TV. Tony Harvin TV is my 3rd YouTube channel. It's got nothing but the Truth of God messages. Nothing but the Truth of God on there. Is doing great to be a beginning YouTube channel. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in here and on my other YouTube channels. I'm Tony Harvin. I'm signing off. May you all have a blessed day. All right? I'm out. Peace.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Do remember, if you'd like to subscribe to this channel, hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right here and select all to receive all notifications upon the videos that come out on this channel. Also, my backup channel is Tony Harvin Network if you'd like to do the same.